Are you looking to create and use LUTs at your church? Here are 3 things to keep in mind when you're building your LUTs. Now, the first and last thing that I would say is make sure you're prioritizing skin tones. Above all else, we all notice when skin doesn't look right. So making sure that you're prioritizing skin tone as you build your LUTs is an easy way to make sure that you're staying on the mark no matter what all of your other colors look like. I use a vector scope that has a skin tone line built into it, so I know my skin tone is accurate. And I'll look at that line, dial it in, and then I'll move on from there. And then after I've finished all the other colors I want to touch in saturation and contrast, I'll come back to that skin tone line at the end just to make sure that skin tone is correct. The second recommendation I have is actually sitting in the room while you're building your LUT. Now, I'm sure some of you are just building a creative LUT. You just want it to look cool, and that's fine. For me, I'm looking for color accuracy, or as accurate of colors and feel that is being created in the room to translate over camera. We have front light at 4,000 Kelvin, and all of our LED is like 55 or above. Those colors for us are never going to be truly accurate, but I really want them to be as close as possible. So I can sit in the room and look with my own eye and go, yep, blue looks a little too purple or red looks a little too pink, and I can adjust those hue and saturation values accordingly. And again, I'm using a vector scope for that. And so definitely recommend sitting in the room while you're building your LUT. The last thing I'll say is that lenses matter. If the lenses are all from the same manufacturer, if they're different lenses, that means that they have different glass. We have the Canon Cine Servo zooms, but then we also have the compact versions, and the glass elements are completely different. And what tends to happen is that our contrast and saturation, and honestly, even some of our hues for some of our colors will shift. And so it's not uncommon for us to have to build a second LUT for different cameras based on the lens choices that we have. And so ensuring that you're paying attention to those subtle details is really important as you build LUTs for your church.